Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Sacred Geography, and many others, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Friday, November 17th, 7:45 p.m. Mountain Time 2023. We do have a plasma filament headed our way, and that means coronal mass ejection and potential, geomagnetic storm and aurora hitting us right there. That is going to be the 20th through the 21st, and we're keeping a close eye on the imminent eruption in Iceland. Keep calm. It's boom time. Thanksgiving week storm could stymie travel in the eastern U.S. A significant lake effect snow event could be brewing for Buffalo and western New York around Thanksgiving, and that could mean, travel nightmares. Tropical rainstorm to bring flooding downpours to the northern Caribbean. We showed the models last night, and it's happening now. Let's take a look at the tropical forecast for now. Let's take a look right there. There's that system, potential tropical cyclone 22. Click for details. Cyclone 22 could produce tropical storm conditions, especially in areas of heavy rainfall across southern Cuba, Haiti, and the southern Bahamas. So take heed to the warnings. This could be damaging in your region. Rain, lake effect snow could snarl Thanksgiving travel in upstate New York. You're like pork, and you are in the crosshairs. And severe weather threat arrives just ahead of the holiday for Texas, the nexus of the Schmexis, Oklahoma, and the southeast like a beast. Rain and snow moves into parts of New Mexico this weekend as well, bringing much reprieve to the drought. Cold front and coastal storm for the east, west coast storm this weekend. Wet conditions across the Great Lakes region into the southeast as strong cold front interacts with developing coastal storm off the Atlantic coastline. These systems will exit off New England coast on Saturday. Meanwhile, a west coast storm will approach with lower elevation rain and mountain snow this weekend. This storm is forecast to track across the country early next week like a tweak. Here's that tropical system that's not going to affect the U.S., going to move up through the Caribbean into nowhere, and let's take a look at where the snow is going to fall. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. No bundt cake. He is claiming there is no snow falling anymore. As we can see over the next few days here, we're talking Friday into Saturday. There will be snow moving into the Sierras near Tahoe. Hello. And then by late Sunday into Monday, a heavy system will move through the west, bringing high elevation snow to almost everywhere. Take a look at how that develops. Boom. All the while, light precipitation in the northeast, including northern Maine, northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and upstate New York. That system is going to change by Wednesday into Thursday. Take a look at the totals in the northeast. That's going to be the Thanksgiving snarl nightmare as another system in the west drops down through Canada. Take a look at that. That is like epic. Thursday for Thanksgiving right there. BC, it's going to be an epic Thanksgiving. Hello, look at those totals. 28 inches in some areas. And this storm is going to move through the Thanksgiving week into the weekend through the northeast and maybe bring some record-breaking snow totals. 18 plus inches up to 28 inches in some areas predicted. And let's just wait to see how this plays out. Magnitude 6.7 quake shakes South Philippines, kills one. Holy macaroni. Take a look at this. I'm trying to move this around and get to some data. The quake is still up on the map, 6.7, 26 kilometers west-southwest of Borayas, Philippines. And we could blow this up and see. That's far southern Philippines there. Very few people affected, thank God, from its locality. One dead. There may be more now. No tsunami warnings. Overall, no quakes of note. We do have some activity in the East African Rift Zone 4.5 in South Africa. And no other quakes of note worldwide. Fact check, is volcanic activity spiking around the world? No. But this is Newsweek again. Holy macaroni. Talk about disinformation specialists and clickbait. Here we are at the Reykjanes Peninsula showing how those tremors are now focusing in on that sheeted dike, which has emplaced itself with more magma than has ever been seen from any eruption since the 1700s. So when this baby breaks the surface, this will be an ongoing volcanic event for weeks. And it will, well, the likelihood of the volcanic eruption continues nonetheless. Here's the latest update. Seismicity related to the magma intrusion that formed suddenly a week ago remains high and constant, although the level of activity has substantially lowered over the last few days. Approximately 2,000 earthquakes have been recorded in the last 24 hours, with most activity in the area north of Hagafell towards the Sundinaka craters. Most of the seismicity is micro-earthquake activity comprising of earthquakes less than magnitude 1, but that does not decrease the risk of death and destruction in the area. This earthquake and these earthquakes and subsequent volcanic activity will create havoc. I can't even, anyway, anyway, let's look at this. There it is. There's the high resolution graph. And so what they're claiming is here's the town of Grindavik. The likelihood of the eruption is just to the north here in this region here. What we're looking at is a graben, Horsten Graben. As the spreading continues, this entire section here between the lines has dropped down a quite significant amount. And this is where the lava should erupt, in the center of this rift here called Horsten Graben. And here's the graben. And it's going to be grabbing you when it erupts. We've got a close eye with multiple cams. This is the one where the eruption will happen in front of the town of Grindavik here, somewhere in the open field, but no activity has been developing. Now, interestingly enough, in this region, there is the largest fiber optic cable ever laying in the world, I believe, and they realized that it is acting as a very high resolution seismograph. So they've been posting this information live here at Unrest at Svarten Grindavik, Iceland. The DAS data from the Blue Lagoon from the fiber optic cable. The fiber optic cable is acting like a microseismograph and picking up on all low-level activity. So when the eruption is about to ensue, we're going to see the activity here pick up. So give them a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel here. Brand new channel, working on this new amazing information coming out of the fiber optic cable. Holy macaroni. Space weather news update. The sun is quiet during solar max. Take a look at this. We may have a 0 sunspot day during solar max. Look at this. This is embarrassing. And there are no solar scientists speaking up about what's going on in the sun, but very few, like Diamond. And the grand solar minimum is a foot. What say you? Here we are with the WSA Enlil solar wind prediction. No solar flares in recent memory, but a plasma filament did erupt from the sun. Let's take a look at that. Right there, bang, back on the 16th. There it is erupting, and it's headed our way. Should make impact on the 20th through the 21st. But looking at the calendar there, that's Monday through Tuesday in just a few days now. We could see low-level geomagnetic storms G1, G2, but the way this is lining up, this could be a spectacular aurora event. So when it happens, stay tuned for updates and get out and look up. New drill bores deeper into the tunnel rubble in India. This is for the trapped miners. Rescuers drill deeper into the rubble of a collapsed road tunnel in northern India to fix wide pipes for 40 workers trapped underground for a 6th day to crawl to their freedom. The only problem is the rescue for the 40 men trapped in the tunnel was halted after the drilling mechanism snagged, and there's a cracking sound. Stay tuned for more updates as we're going to bring them to you as they're trying to rescue 40 men trapped underground. Now, a deer seen crashing through a Tennessee restaurant window has become viral. It injured the teen right here sitting next to the window, and it is absolutely insane. Take a look. and see what I mean. No sound for the video, but the destruction is imminent. They're just chilling, having dinner, and watch this deer come in here and break through the window. Boom! Holy macaroni. And then wow, let's watch that again. That is devastating. This girl could have been killed from these shards that dropped down on her. Could have gone right through her jugular. Luckily, that did not happen. Great stuff. And if you follow us on our Twitter, well, you would have seen this earlier today. As Gen Z employee is shocked by the depressing 9-to-5 work schedule, she is clueless. And even though she's working for $20 an hour, she can't even afford a shower. What say you? Leave your comments below. The FCC just voted to take control of the internet right before the election. Wow. Who knew? Now you do. And in just moments, we're going to be going live on Magnetic Reversal News with Ashton Forbes and the MH370 interview. This is about the disappearance of Malaysian Flight 370, which has been swept under the rug. Not a single piece of the plane has been confirmed to be found, nor any of the occupants. And we may have some groundbreaking information to share with you about
look what we've got
advanced
here.
technology and, well, maybe some deep state activity. So please join us there in just a few minutes for the boom. And that's a boom to knowledge. Share the video as we are shadow banned and we need your help to grow. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do. Watch all of our podcasts in one place, commercial free. Be safe. We love you. More to come.